What is up, RC enthusiasts? Back here again today. Check it out. The new WPL D12. Look at that thing. It's pretty nice. Check out that box art right there. That's a cool looking box art right there. I really like the way all that looks right there. They definitely stepped up their game on their packaging. Check that out. Now, of course, I can't read the bottom part, but pretty sure somebody can translate that. There's the back of the thing. It says 1/10 scale, and yes, they are closer to 1/10 scale because these things are really tiny trucks in real life. More little specs down here, and just more art up here. Alright, little awesome truck that's gonna be in here. Let's go ahead and open this up and let's talk about it. Well, there you go, guys. Look at this guy. Nice little truck. Got some suspension up front and back. This thing's got independent suspension up front, as you can see here, and a WPL axle that we're all used to in the back. Now, if you can tell on here, the tires are a little bit different from what we're used to. They're actually just straight plastic with rubber wrapped around them. There's no air gap in here whatsoever. That's just straight to the plastic in here. You can tell on the inner view right there. It's a weird setup of tire, for sure. But you know, everyone's going to change that probably and put some drift tires on this thing and try to drift it, because I think that's what this one's meant for. Hey, let's show you some more angles of this sucker. I didn't put any of the stickers on it yet. I just have these stickers on right now and the side lenses on that, and I put the mirrors on. But other than that, and that battery sticker right there, I haven't really added any other stickers to it yet. But yeah, let's talk specs. Now this is definitely a new one for WPL. It's not like any of their other ones. It's a completely different chassis underneath. It's just completely different. Now, some cool pointers to this one. Front wheels. Ball bearings. There's ball bearings in there. In the rear, in the axle, we have metal ring and pinion gears with brass shims or bushings on the pinion. So that's pretty good too. And other little things about it is the suspension in the front is kind of like a torsion spring setup. I'm going to show you a picture right here of how that looks like. It is all internal. And also in here, I'll take this off right here, take a picture of that so you can see what that looks like in there. Open that up, take the body off this chassis. And back here where the spare tire is, it's also your battery compartment. Now it is kind of a tiny battery compartment. You can only fit the 500 mAh batteries in there really, so we'd have to figure out a way to mod that to make a bigger battery fit in here, because I'm pretty sure people want to fit bigger batteries in this thing, and there is a lot of room underneath this thing to do that with. Yeah, this one right here is a new ESC receiver combo in it. It's not something they've used before. It's definitely different. It pairs up to this controller right here, which looks kind of similar to the controllers they already have. As you can tell, there's the matte black finish, the nicer finish on it. Feels way more quality than the original ones. And right here you got two different options on this one. You got your steering rate and your throttle rates. Now there's two settings on that one. There's a fast and a slow, and for the steering there's a more steering angle and less steering angle. So that's pretty much the two settings for the throttle and steering. So yeah, you get yourself two rates. Not too bad. The ESC receiver combo seems to be a lot better, and wow, this thing is definitely faster than the other ones, because the motor that's in here is a 260 size motor. This is just rear wheel drive, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. This is just a rear wheel drive truck. I think it's meant to be a drifter. If you mod it to be a drifter, you know, add a gyro in it, put some drift wheels, and get this thing sideways. But the way it is stock, it's got rubber wheels on it, and this, I believe, is not the international version. We are going to get a different version of this, hopefully, with a gyro maybe, or maybe a drift version, but I'm not sure, so don't take my word for it. This is just a pre-release model right here, and I'm not sure what they're coming out with yet. Well, anyway, let's shove a battery in here, and this is the battery it comes with, I believe. It's 500 mAh lithium ion 2-cell. So I'll go ahead and slap that in there, and let's turn this sucker on. So you can tell right there, it's got the soft white lights, very scale. And yes, Sometimes people will say you gotta turn on the transmitter before the truck, but some of these WPLs likes you to turn on the WPL before the transmitter to bind them because they use that as a binding procedure. And with these new stuff anyways, the fail-safes are pretty good, and the electronics, you know, they program them to where when it doesn't have any reception from this, it just cuts it out and doesn't run. So hopefully that's the case for all these too. So let's go ahead and get this started. There you go, you got a blue light for that one, just went solid, so that's connected, and the lights on that one just went solid, so that's connected. And as you can tell right here, it's full proportional. I can just turn a little or a lot. Same with the throttle. Just a little or a lot. Oh, got it stuck there already. Damn two-wheel drive. Let's check out underneath here. So now if you look here with the steering, full proportional. Now you see how far it steers right there? Let me hold that in place like that. If I hit the steering rate, you see it go a little more. So you have two options, more steering and less steering. There you go. And for the throttle, full proportional. And then the rates, let me hold it. There you go. So you got two rates on each channel. So that's the new feature of this controller as well. As you can tell right here, you still have the plastic drive shaft, but it has the two screws to hold it in, so that is an easy upgrade to the CVD drive shaft. And like I said earlier, spare tire compartment right here is where the battery goes, and you can't really fit anything much bigger than this. But I did run this already. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell. Look at how dirty those tires are. I have run this already, and man, the run time on that 500 is pretty decent. It's not too bad at all.
There you go.
at that damage. Ouch. I hit the wall. My poor detail. A lot of people like to see size comparisons of this guy. So I got my C24 out right here, so you can check it out. That's how it looks beside it. It is bigger body-wise. Here's the trunks of them. See how much bigger that is right there? So yeah, this right here, in the country I'm from, which is the Philippines, that's where I was born, they call these multi-cabs. I'm not sure why they call it that. The only guess I have, or educated guess I have, why they call these multi-cabs is because you can have multiple cab configurations and stuff to this. Some of them have a full covered back that you can put passengers in. Some of them are like this. So yeah, that's what they call these over there. I know they call these K-trucks elsewhere, and they drift these elsewhere. But these trucks, I've always seen these around growing up, so they're familiar to me. I know most people are like, what the heck is that? We don't have that in our country or whatever, but people from the country I'm from or other countries that have these appreciate these things because they're a workhorse and great little modifier too. Let's put it beside a C44 KM so you can see the size difference there, because it's not major in that one. Look at that, C44 KM is a beast. It's a big thing. So you can tell right there. My verdict so far for this, awesome. It looks good. It's so smooth running. Look how smooth it is. No binding anywhere. Everything is super smooth and works really flawless. Well, alright guys, thanks for watching as always. I like this little truck. Take a look down there in the description below to see the link to get more info on this guy. Yes, I put the links down there for Banggood, but this is going to be available on the WPL official website, and I think it might actually be cheaper on the official website, so I would wait for that one if that's the case. Check out your WPL Facebook groups and stuff. There's a lot of them out there that will let you know the releases, when these things are coming out or what versions are coming out, mods you can do to them. There's a lot of things with these things on the forums, so very popular trucks. Alright guys, you guys have a safe one out there. Always have fun. Go out there and run that RC.